Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Trick Picker. How's everybody doing? Still kicking, huh? Just not as high?
I woke up needing a nap.
I hate that when that happens.
I think I slept pretty good.
I'm sorry.
I'm like, ugh.
You feel yucky?
Yeah, I'm just,
Just tired out?
it's kind of like, wasn't comfortable sleeping on my back, wasn't comfortable sleeping on my right side, wasn't comfortable sleeping on my left side.
Hmm.
Just didn't sleep good. I don't know.
You know what that means?
What does that mean?
That means you need a new mattress.
No, I'm still trying to make that non-snoring air pillow thing work, and I don't think it's working. I think I'm gonna have to send it back, get a refund, because
Yeah.
it's not working.
Right.
At least on me. It might work for somebody else, but yeah.
Sometimes you can does it sound like my sound's going out, in and out?
Yeah, and you're a little fuzzy looking.
I'm a little
Not
buzzy.
much.
I'm buzzy or fuzzy?
Fuzzy, like not focused.
Huh.
And you're just barely lagging.
Barely lagging.
Barely
Well,
lagging.
well, that's weird.
But it's Friday. I thought maybe
Yeah,
it's my computer.
anything can happen. That's weird that that's happening. Well, hopefully we can make it through.
Your computer looks like I feel. Just barely lagging.
Oh, maybe I'm not the one lagging.
Maybe so. We'll see
I
what
don't know.
everybody else says when they get here.
Hello, is anybody in the chat?
Says there's 11 watching, but nobody's commented yet.
Somebody chat in the chat.
Later, lazy tappers.
Somebody say hi. Let us know what's going on. See, to me, you're lagging. Like when you picked up your Coke can, it was like a little bit here. I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah. Maybe I should leave and come back and see if it's me. There's fishing and picking.
Well, sure you matter.
He's here, but he doesn't matter.
Does everything look and sound okay? Let me know. Morning, bum crack picker.
Hey, bum crack.
Yeah, let us know if our audio and our visual is okay to you, or if we seem a little lagged this morning.
Yeah.
We're waiting. Waiting. So it's Friday. That's good. I guess. I guess that's a good thing. finally woke up this morning. Sound is
My
good. Good morning, Mr. Sadie.
My
How
son
far?
gets his air conditioner fixed today, so it's good that it's gonna get fixed, but it's bad the money it's gonna cost.
Is it?
It's bad.
Oh.
Could have bought a nice used car for what that thing's gonna cost.
Wow. That's not good.
Oh, it says my internet connection is unstable. Okay, I'll go out and come back in.
Todd's unstable.
Yeah. Always have been a little bit. Just a little left of center.
Hey, keeps people on their toes, right?
I'll be right
you go
back.
You go out and come back. Yeah, I have to keep me busy. So I put a video out this morning, and I don't know why I put it as a premiere. I didn't really understand what it did and how it worked and everything. So I just, me, I don't investigate. I just hit the button and hope for the best, And it showed up that it was almost like it was alive because it had live chat to it, which is it was kind of cool. But I probably won't do that again. I don't know. There we go. There's Todd.
I'm back, but it still looks slow to me.
Huh.
Must be my end.
Well, what do you do?
With the price of that air conditioner, I could have bought one Chevy or two Fords.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Sadie. Probably could have bought 3 Tauruses.
Yes, those air conditioners are not cheap. Are you buying a new unit, or are you just fixing the one that you got?
Yeah, it's gonna have an all new furnace and an all new outside unit too. So
Oh, yucky.
the only thing they can reuse is the ductwork and the Freon lines.
Wow. See, it tells me now.
Basically a brand new air conditioner and furnace.
Yeah. Yikes.
Which might be good anyway because his is a gas furnace, and once those things get real old, there's a greater danger of a leak. We can't have a gas leak.
Fishing and Picking says, this one says video is a Premiere 2. This one says the video is a Premiere 2. It says Premiere instead of live right now. Really? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're live. I know I didn't put Premiere on this one. I don't know. I'm confused.
That must make it better if it's a Premiere, right? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I just pushed it. I probably shouldn't have pushed the button on it, but that's kind of just me though. I just start pushing buttons and cross my fingers and hope for the best.
Yeah, fish in this unit is 3 ton, and it's nearly 2,000 more than yours. Jeez. I'm getting ripped off. Her gauge is, depending on who finishes paying for it. You know, with those father-son loans, sometimes they don't all get paid back.
Yeah. Those deals. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, just add it to
Sometimes
the
they
other.
surprise you.
Yeah,
Sometimes
just
they
say
surprise you.
Gage, add that to your other 88,000 that you owe me.
Maggie.
Good morning.
Morning. Do we sound okay?
Morning,
Do you sound okay?
You all sound great.
Okay,
Do I
that's
sound
good.
okay?
Video's a little slow. You're frozen.
No. Oh.
I don't know. We're supposed to have thunderstorms here today, so.
Oh, you can't.
I could see you now, but you keep freezing.
That's real. I know I can see myself on YouTube. That's really weird. Well, you know what? I'm going to turn my video off because I have my breakfast here anyway.
Okay.
So I'll just
No
chat. And then maybe when I turn it back on, it'll be better.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Hey,
good idea there.
We're supposed to have rain at noon, thunderstormy at noon.
Yeah, there's a big old storm coming through.
Yeah, we're having showers all day.
I don't like rain.
I hate rain. I hate gray days.
Yeah, I don't like them.
It kind of depresses me.
I would rather, and this is coming from me. I would rather have snow and cold weather than overcast weather. I hate overcast weather. But I guess, you can't have everything.
No, I'd hate to live in like a place like England or somewhere where it rains most of the time. I couldn't.
Or
I
Oregon.
couldn't do that.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
So they only have like 5 sunny days in the year.
Oh,
I can't.
I couldn't. No. I need the sunshine.
Yeah. Yeah, see, on my end, it's saying internet is unstable also. So, it may be that we just have to kind of wing through this and keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best, I suppose.
Did you sell something, Todd?
I did.
Oh.
A Canon clock and calculator printing adding machine.
Nice.
I've had that in my store for like 3 years.
Wow. I love it when something that old sells.
Oh my God.
Is it a voodoo item?
Voodoo. Oh, heck no. I don't believe in that.
Did you go and rub it like a lamp last night?
Yeah, I rub my calculators all the time.
Well, if it makes it cha-ching, then it's worth it.
Yeah, especially the tape dispensing ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
We're still on that mode where whoever's talking is big screen, which is fine if you want to keep it there. It's just
speaker
a little
view,
different.
gallery view.
Gallery view. Hey, good morning, Beth.
I think I have it on gallery view.
On YouTube, it looks like gallery view. So Todd, yours might just be set to speaker view.
Oh, God, I'm so
It
stupid.
might, yeah, it might just be your screen.
Yeah.
Morning, Beth.
I'm
gonna put the link in if anybody wants to come in.
That is weird. Okay. I guess it was me. Again.
That's okay.
God, I'm getting so friggin' old, I can't figure out anything I'm on anymore. Ask, how do you work this button on the remote? How do I set my iPhone? How do I do this?
You only been on the show for 4 years.
I know, it seems like I should. I'm still on the Google video mode.
Google Hangouts.
We quit doing that a year ago. I'll catch up. I'm only 5 years behind on stuff.
Okay, Beth. I just thought I'd put that in there just in case.
Todd, have you been on this show since the beginning? Has Todd been on since the beginning?
Pretty much.
Not the very beginning.
Not the very, very beginning?
No, I was pretty close, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I know when
I watched Dusty a bunch, and he would always talk about Salary and Valerie.
Yeah.
And so I started watching y'all. Hey, they got a regular morning show, so. And then you started letting the idiots come on, so I joined in.
We opened it up.
Well, you didn't know what you're in store for when you let me on.
That ain't no lie.
Yeah, totally.
I'm just kidding. We're thankful for you.
Little different list of characters back then.
Oh, Beth started her new channel yesterday. So I put a
Why did you
video
start a
out.
new channel, Beth?
I don't know why she started a new one.
That's exciting, Beth. That's her new. What was it called? Lifestyle channel?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to, you can feel free to put the link in so we can go over and subscribe.
Yeah, so we can go troll the new channel too.
Yeah. I've been here since December 6th, 2016, minus a few months I was banned. Yeah, you've done pretty good. You've been a good boy fishing and picking. So
I got 5 going out today, including my $200 book. Woo-hoo!
Oh, that's great. That's great, Beth.
Party time. It's party time. Let's go, boys. It's party time. Party time. Party time.
I have interviews already lined up. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Well, if you don't want to put the link in the chat, send this to it privately because I would watch.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah, so I put a video out this morning. I released it.
Oh, I didn't see.
It came up. Should be able to go look at it, but it came up as I clicked the premiere button, but I didn't really know what it did.
Oh.
And but I mean, it still should come up as a video.
It will. That just means when it first came on, people might have gone in there expecting you to be there to be in the chat
Right.
while it ran. Yeah.
Right. And I don't know, I think that's kind of cool that it has the that premiere. It's kind of cool because people can, you know, do live chat and stuff.
Yeah, it has 21 views. You
So,
should put a title on it though. Is it about jewelry?
yeah. There's no title?
No, it just has the date.
Oh. Yeah, I probably need to go change that. I was telling Carol last night, I was so
must have been
nervous
tired
doing
this
it.
morning.
I was so nervous doing the video because I did it yesterday.
Why were you nervous?
I don't know. Because for me, it's just I want to have fun with it. I want it to be fun. I don't want it to be, you know, like business related. I mean, it is because it's, you know, stuff that I found and in auction and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just want to have a good time with it, and I'm just gonna have to. I'm not used to doing videos. I'm used to doing lives, and it seems like, you know, I really don't have a problem doing a live video or a show. But I don't know. I always seem to screw up the videos.
So how did you do it?
That's the way videos are, because you have to fill all the time.
Right. So do you come into Zoom by yourself, then hit record and just do it that way?
No, I just do it on my phone.
Oh.
I just do it on my phone and then upload it to YouTube from my phone. That's how I do it. But I don't know. I was just kind of playing with it and decided to do the premiere. And then, but next time I probably won't do the premiere. I'll probably just do a regular video. I don't know. I'll play with it. See what
Yeah,
I'll play around with it. See what happens. Let's see. I keep taking
I'm looking to see if anybody came in to chat while it was premiering.
There was, I think,
Myra. Oh.
Yeah, there was a few people that came in and they're like, why is this on premiere, you know? But I'm like, I didn't really know what I was doing. So, you know, it's just, I want it to be fun. I want it to be, you know, enjoyable.
Yeah, I'll make sure to watch it back later.
And I'm trying to find a good time to release them, you know, because I won't release them like right when they're done. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of filling it out, seeing what works. So.
Yeah, see, Myra in the chat said jewelry. So make sure you change your title so people know it's a jewelry video and they'll watch it.
Okay.
So if you're planning to do them regularly, I would think maybe you might want to schedule them, like say every Tuesday at such a time, you know what I mean? And just so that everybody knows to expect a video from you that date and time, and they'll look for it.
Yeah.
If you want to be that scheduled, you might not want to be.
Yeah, I mean, I think what my plan is I want to do the video and then probably release it like the next day, and not on a specific day, just you know. But I'm just trying to find a good time during the day that, you know, like maybe a lull in videos or whatever, so it can, you know, get lots of views.
Right.
I don't know. It's just it's an area that I really haven't done a whole lot with. All of mine are, live. So, just trying to veer off and see, what else I can do. But
yeah, I've kind of thought, I didn't think I would ever think this, but would it be fun to do maybe short video about books that I've sold? I feel like, I don't know if that would be of any interest to anybody.
I think people would enjoy that.
I don't find a lot of book selling content in this, this community that we kind of go in. So I don't know.
I think that might be. I mean, the only downside of that would be maybe creating more competition for you.
Yeah,
but
I've thought of that.
There's so many books out there that,
But I know that when I go to a thrift shop or something, these books that I buy, for instance, this book that I just sold for $200. This was in a library book sale. People just passed over it. There were scanners, but it's a book that didn't have a barcode or anything on it. So, and I didn't even see it. I saw it the first day of the book sale I was there, and I just kind of passed it over because I was busy scanning. When I went back on the last day for the fill a box for $1, then I said, oh yeah, I saw that the other day, and I grabbed it and threw it in. Well, it turns out it was worth, I sold it for $200. So
yeah,
these are the kind of books that other sellers don't really look at, that I kind of find a lot in thrift shops and stuff. So I don't know if I want to really put it out there.
right. And I totally get that. I totally understand that. So that would be my only, thought as far as putting it out there and kind of.
So you had, after all your book experience, you had no idea the first day that book was worth something.
No, I did not. And I looked at it, and it's a thing I yell at Michael for too, because he'll say, what do you think about this? And I'll say, no, for God's sakes, it's 50 cents. Put it in the thing. That one I remember picking up and looking at and thinking, because it's in a different language. It's in French. So, and at that time I was in scanning mode. I was under the tables and I was scanning, and so then when I saw it again, that's when I was like, oh, I'm tossing this because it looks on the last day, I just throw in anything that looks of any interest.
Right.
And so it wasn't until I got it home and really took a look at it. And I bought it months and months ago. It was sitting in a box here when I started digging into my death piles, is when it resurfaced. So
that's a lot like that gold chain I got at auction in August. There was 100 people at that auction, and I guess I'm the only one that looked at the chain to see the 14K written on it.
Wow.
And I got that whole big lot of sterling silver and that chain for 140, and I sold the chain for like 400.
Wow.
So
now, did you know when you picked it up, that's what you'd sell it for?
I didn't know that it was real for sure, but I could see 14K written right there on it. And I was like, and one lady bid up to like 130, and I went to 140, and she dropped out, and I was like, okay, I can do that. Because there was $1,000 worth of sterling silver jewelry in that lot.
Right.
I was like, man, I would have gone to 400 or 500 on that lot, I think. But that.
Morning, Val.
How much? That's a good topic. How much is knowledge about something worth in this business?
I think
it doesn't have to be a great deal of knowledge.
No.
But Maggie knows enough to pick up a book that's written in French that has no barcode. I probably wouldn't do that because I don't know books.
Yeah, sometimes it's not as a knowledge as much as an instinct from, you know what I
intuition,
mean? Yeah.
gut feeling.
Past experience. It's like that Jaeger Couture watch that I sold a year and a half ago for 3,600. What was it? And then I didn't know anything about Jaeger Couture watches.
And now you do.
Well, I know a little more.
Now at least you know that that's definitely a brand to look for. You know, when you're looking at watches.
Yeah. You're not going to run across them in yard sales, but
right. But you could. I mean, there is a possibility that somebody could have something like that, not know what the heck it is, and treat it as if it's a Geneva watch and put it in a yard sale lot.
Yeah.
People do it all the time.
That's true, but I'm just looking at all this video game stuff, and now I know a whole lot more now than I did 2 months ago.
Sure.
But how much I mean, you could drive yourself nuts in a category trying to learn all about it.
Mm-hmm. Clothing is huge.
Yeah, there's so many brands.
So many brands, and you know, there's always those brands out there that sell well for, and it may sell great for Maggie, and it may not do a darn thing for me, you know. And so, and in the beginning, I was picking up everything.
Oh, me too.
I picked up every brand, you know, and really didn't even know anything about like Anthropology or Free People or anything like that, just because I never seen it around here. Until I started going to Goodwill, and then once I branched out there, then it was like, you know, it was like a whole new world, you know, and I really had to change my tune as far as the kind of stuff that, you know, I didn't need to pick up Old Navy, and not to say that doesn't sell, because it sells all the time too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a crazy category. It is really a crazy category.
I remember going out and literally looking up everything on my phone, every piece of clothing, like going through the rack and typing in the brand. And it was months and months that I did that. It was the only way for me to learn.
Yeah.
And probably because I was in the mindset, the book scanning mindset, you know, in the books, you look everything up before you buy it, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Not, you know.
You don't just bring a bunch of books home, you know.
Right. You're used to scanning. Yeah, you're used to scanning and getting that information ahead of time. So I was just looking everything up on my phone, typing it into the eBay and then hitting the completed listings, and and even then making mistakes. And then eventually you get to know like what sells. Like I could pick up any denim skirt from any denim maxi skirt from any brand and put it in my closet and it will sell. And then other people will say, people talk about denim skirts, but they never sell for me. So there's no rhyme or reason to it. Val says, I sell unbranded wholesale jewelry every day. It's consistent sales anywhere from $50 to $50 profit per item, but it's solely stealth on style.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's brand new.
Yeah, I'm sure that being brand new is a plus for people.
Yeah.
You know.
brand new with tag.
Yeah.
And of course, Texas Val has impeccable taste, so she's only going to pick things to sell that are lovely, I'm sure.
Her stuff is beautiful. I wonder, Val, do you get a lot of repeat customers, people who come back? Because you sell a lot of that Southwestern style jewelry, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if she gets a lot of repeat people who come back because she has that kind of, what do they call it?
That niche?
Yeah.
Niche.
You curate it.
However you want
Closet.
to pronounce it. But yeah, I mean, if they know that she's consistently has it in her closet, I kind of bet, that she does have return customers.
Yeah. She should call it her Cowgirl Country Collection or something cute.
Well, I wonder how Lori did with her sleep study last night.
Yeah, I'm wondering too.
How she made out with that. I mean, she kind of knew how it was going to turn out, but kind of interesting.
My poor plus size Poshmark closet is down to like 120 items.
Uh-oh.
It's so sad. I just have nothing. I've been stretching out my Cindy box list of 1 or 2 every day to keep the other closet going, but it's sad.
Beth said, Chick Picker, did you hear that Sally's shirts are tracking backwards? I heard that.
No, where are they going now? They were they were there in her state, weren't they?
I believe they were in Saginaw, I think. I think they were in Saginaw, and then I don't understand what they're doing. I don't understand why they are being, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's got the scam bar on it. The only thing I could think of is maybe the scam bar is damaged somehow or something. I don't know. That's weird. That is really weird.
I got an offer today on a book, and the offer is for the full price. And the buyer says, "Hi, my friend. I tried to pay through PayPal and same with the bank account. It says that the seller does not accept this payment method for now." So why are they not? Oh, he's in Singapore. But I have global shipping on, so.
So sometimes what happens with that is they can, I don't know why they would send you an offer for the full price though.
Because they wanted to buy it outright and it wouldn't allow them to pay, apparently. I think he's saying he tried to just buy the thing, but it wouldn't allow him to pay for it. It said the seller does not accept this payment method.
Huh.
So
maybe that's one of the countries that global shipping does not go to.
Probably does not go there right now.
Yeah. That's a very good possibility right there.
As soon as the shipping lanes are back open, then it will.
Yeah.
Because aren't the ports coming from China still shut down? The shipping from China, isn't it still closed?
I think it is still closed.
It may be.
And Singapore is.
But I would say that's probably the. And I don't know, like, without the virus, I don't know if we, through the global shipping program, I don't know if they ship there, because there are some some places that it won't go, even if you do have global shipping. So
Shouldn't we have a shortage of Chinese products now that all the shipping's been shut down for so long?
I don't know.
I mean, China makes everything, right?
They do make everything.
So,
but I mean, have I felt a difference? No. I mean, in trying to get things.
well, I was in Walmart a couple of days ago. Not to change, well, I did change the subject. Sorry. Anyway, I was in Walmart a couple of days ago, and there were so many shelves unstocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to buy a different kind of underwear because I needed underwear. I've blown out so much of my old underwear.
Okay.
TMI.
And so I had to buy a different kind than I usually do. Walmart's never out of the kind that I use, but they were a couple of days ago.
Maybe people are buying. Maybe that type of underwear is good for making masks out of or something. Maybe people are wearing them on their face. Good morning, Jennifer.
Hey, at least your underwear is deemed safe.
It's Hanes, by the way, but
Hank says we're having shortages on everything here.
Talk about all kinds of stuff, Gwen.
Empty, and he said, and he was trying to build a computer recently. Empty, and he was trying to build a computer recently, and everything was out of stock. So yeah, I'd say shortages due to that are highly likely. Y'all should go to Dollar Tree. I went to one yesterday in Virginia Beach area. It was empty of all the Chinese stuff. The Dollar Tree headquarters was around the corner from this location. Huh. So I mean, that's a possibility that we could be definitely seeing the shortage of the Chinese stuff.
Do you think this whole thing will make any difference in our buying stuff from China? I mean, do you think people going forward would be more willing to pay more for stuff and not buy from China? Or do you think it will all go back to normal?
It's hard to say.
I think people will buy what they want, but so many of the manufacturers have stopped making in the U.S. that there's just nobody making it. I mean,
yeah,
like say 4th of July is coming up, right? So all the tablecloths and napkins and party things, even the fireworks come from China. So
yeah.
Good morning, Pancake Pappy.
Or Japan.
Like I on Amazon a pack of 50 just face masks, regular papery, just regular medical, I guess, face masks to send to my son and daughter-in-law, and I couldn't find any that weren't made in China. Mm-hmm. I would have rather bought some that were made in the USA, but I don't know who makes them in the USA, if anybody.
I bought a mask, which I'm not real big on the whole mask thing. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into that. But I went ahead and bought I don't like those N95, even though they're the safest. They're the most safest that you can buy. I don't like them. I don't like the way they make me feel. They make me, I can't breathe with them. So I went on and bought just a white. It's a white mask. You can wash it. so it's fabric, and it has the ties. I won't do the behind the ears ones. So I got the one that ties in, up above the head, and it looks like it's a little bit looser. I'm just gonna put it out there. I think it's all a bunch of bullshit. But that's me. That's what I think, and that may sound completely irresponsible, but yeah, I'm not. Anyway, so I went ahead and bought one, and so I've got that coming in the mail.
At least 2/3 of the people in the big city day before yesterday were still wearing masks. And I was like, that doesn't happen in my little town here.
Yeah, we have to wear them. Morning, Patty. Morning, Pancake Pappy.
But I mean, you've got people that are wearing it below their nose. Nobody's wearing it.
I know.
Properly.
Michael wears it below his nose, and I'm like, yeah, it's like I have to wear it, but I'm not going to wear it properly.
Yeah. I mean, I guess in a sense, if you were protecting yourself or you were protecting others from, like, if you coughed or if you sneezed or something like that, I guess that would help. The thing is it's got to be all or nothing. You've either everybody goes into the store with the mask on, or nobody goes into the, then it's a free for all, and I just think it's so. I think we don't know everything about this.
Right.
I think it's all all up in the air, and I don't think we know the whole story. So.
No, I think they're constantly finding out new.
Because it could be, it's all, and I hate to sound like this because, in some ways, it can make me sound irresponsible. But it's just like when they said, "Don't eat eggs; they're bad for you."
Yes.
And then 5 years later, they come back and said, "Eat all the eggs you want; they're good for you."
For you.
Like,
I know.
Oh my gosh. Make up your dang mind. I get so frustrated with something like that,
Yeah.
And working in the medical field, I've experienced a lot of, it's so unclear and so unsure, and I don't know. So I think you can get sicker by staying inside and staying cooped up. I think you have the chance of getting, getting sicker. So
I completely agree, and I think
your immune system's down. You're depressed because you haven't had any, physical, social stimulation. I don't know. I just don't buy the whole game. But anyway, that's me. Jennifer said I've seen a few people in the grocery store and they had the mask on their chin, not covering their nose or the mouth. Yeah.
So there's over 5 million cases worldwide now, corona. It's getting to be a lot of folks. Reported cases, official reported cases. Yeah. But
how many? It's still 98%, right? The vast majority of people who will get it will just get over it.
Yeah, I think so.
And I feel like our efforts are best spent protecting the people who are really vulnerable, especially the nursing homes.
Yeah.
And let other people get back to work.
And that was kind of the kicker to me, was how in the heck do you know, there's so many nursing homes that were just, it was running rampant in the nursing homes. Somebody wasn't doing their job, you know, and I don't know. I would hate to be one of those employees at those places because, you know, I just there was something wrong with that whole situation. Like they weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing as far as maybe checking people or, you know, making everybody gown up.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I don't know. And those most of those people, you know, have the lowest immune system
Right.
because they are, you know, cooped up in their room and they're elderly and, you know, they don't have the, you know, they're not moving around a whole lot or, you know, so they're the most at risk, definitely.
Yep.
Fishing and Picking says the requirements for my wife to open her office back up in Northern Virginia was that she had to wear a hazmat suit with the N95 and a face shield like helmet.
She's an eye doctor. Jeez.
She doesn't do surgeries, but has to look the part 10 hours a day. Yeah.
Yeah, Gwen went to a dentist yesterday and she had to wait in her car until they called her on her phone. And then when she got in, she had to wear a mask. And of course, everybody inside was all hazmated out.
Yeah.
And said, how are they going to work on your teeth with a mask on it? Well, we took it off for that.
Well,
But
I don't know. I just don't think I don't know. It kind of gets me as far as, you know, some people are protected, some people aren't. You know, if it's that serious, yeah, everybody needs to be in a bunny suit. You know, when they're doing medical work.
But isn't it hard for like Valerie and me who live in small towns to just go, it's never going to get here? There's only like 6 cases in our whole county, and there's like
Morning, Mike.
100,000 people live in our county in small towns.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like,
so, well, not even that many.
At the beginning, if they had said, because at the beginning they specifically said masks do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
People shouldn't wear masks because masks do nothing. They specifically said that. Now they're saying, oh, well, we only said that because there was a shortage and we wanted to make sure that people.
So they lied to us.
So they lied. They lied. Either they didn't know or they lied. But suppose back then they had said, everybody wear a mask, go to work, but wear a mask. They also said it can live for up to 6, 12, 24, 48, 72 hours on surfaces. Don't touch anything, wipe everything down. So then, of course, you can get a disinfectant wipe to save your life.
Right.
So they told you that now they're saying masks do work, but it doesn't live on surfaces or you can't catch it from surfaces. So suppose in the beginning they had just said, look, this is a pretty bad virus. It's worse than the flu.
Right.
Wear a mask, wipe down your surfaces until we figure out what's going on here. Go about your business, keep getting fresh air, keep getting sunshine, and protect the nursing homes. Maybe shut down the nursing homes, maybe stop visitors from going into the nursing homes. It would have been so much better than just completely shutting, because shutting down didn't help Italy, right? Shutting down didn't help those other hot spots. Shutting down didn't help New York.
Mm-hmm.
New York and New Jersey.
Yeah.
we're shut down, and we're in our cases not, and here in South Jersey, our cases are low. We've only got, I don't know, I don't know how many deaths we've had here in Cape May County. It's just crazy to me that they went completely off the deep end. You would have thought they would have started slow, and then if those measures didn't work, they would have built to a shutdown.
Right.
But they went backwards.
Yeah.
And now I feel like they're realizing the shutdown really didn't work and didn't help and caused more problems. But now they're not willing to admit they were wrong.
Yeah. I think, and I've thought this the whole time. I think that they should have halted travel.
Yes.
Whether airline, bus, anybody that was sitting right next to each other. They should have halted that. Even state to state, they should have, yes, it would have caused a huge inconvenience for a lot of people, business-wise, people traveling here and there and all around, But I think if they would have done that and kept businesses open, I think we would have had a different outcome. Maybe. I don't know. Who am I?
Yeah.
But I think that was the big thing, was just people were still traveling, they were still doing whatever, they were still living life, and yeah. I'm sure it didn't work out the way that they thought it would,
Because is it New Zealand that has and New Zealand's different because they're mostly rural, right? They're spread out. But in their entire country, they've had what? I think, I don't know, very few cases. I think 21 deaths or something. They've closed the border. Their border's been closed. So they kind of hunkered down and stopped people from coming in and bringing it in.
Yeah.
Hank says nobody paid attention till they started shutting things down, though. People were still going on vacations and traveling everywhere when it was a known issue. Well, I am one of those people who was on vacation when it started, but to be fair, there was no talk of corona when we left for Florida, and I'm trying to think of the dates now. There was no talk of it at all. And when we were there, we weren't paying attention to the news until my son called me one day and he said, "What's going on there? Is it really bad there in Disney?" And I'm like, "Bad? What do you mean?" He said, "This virus, and they're shutting it, and people were buying toilet paper and there's no food. Do you have food in your refrigerator?" I don't know. I'm not worried. We were around 1,000. They did at the end. They did put the hand sanitizers out. We did hear about washing your hand. They made announcements about washing your hands. So we were washing our hands. And when we left there, it was like a new world. We couldn't stop to eat. There was no restaurants. It was just crazy. So I feel like that all happened within a short kind of period of time, or maybe I'm just oblivious.
Late February, Gwen and I went to Galveston and went to all the stores and ate in the restaurants and took the harbor tour. And boy, about the day we got home, it was like, bam, the whole world shut down.
Yeah.
Beth has a reselling question. How dare she? When is automatic feedback sent to the buyer? If you turn that on, I think it's sent when they pay.
When they pay, yeah, I would agree. Yeah, that's what I do. I use the automatic. It's very convenient.
I don't, and I should, because I absolutely leave feedback every day. When all my sales are done, I go in and leave feedback for everybody. So I should just turn it on.
Yeah, I still do one at a time, because every once in a while I have an item that I want to put in a little extra snippet. Like if somebody's a multiple item buyer, then I want to go in and say, you're the extra special best instead of just the best, or whatever, thank you for your many orders through,
yeah,
a little personalization on there. Or like when somebody I know, like, like Thelma Thrift bought some things from me, and I gave her a little extra special thank you, Thelma. You're the bestest ever kind of note instead of just a. Or if I had automatic turned on, then it would have just given her the standard, thank you, you're an awesome buyer, you know.
Right.
Type of comment. Once in a while, I like to put in a little extra something.
Yeah.
In the feedback note.
I like to do that, but it's such a time saver to not have to worry about that. I just put it in the, if I want to give them a special shout out, I'll put it on a card, I'll write a card out and send it that way with the item, What?
Yeah, it's my fault. Corona got spread in Texas fishing. Yeah, blame it on me.
And I got a message yesterday from Goodwill, Keystone Goodwill. It was like, stores are opening up. And I was so excited. I looked and they're not, and they're like hours away from me. So
Aww.
I was so disappointed. Beth says, I'm having too many cancellations recently after payment 4 in a couple of days. I've had that happen a few times now, and it's so annoying because now you're stuck paying that fee. So it costs you 30 cents every time they cancel.
Yep. Day before yesterday, I went to the UPS store to return something for Gwen, and they made a couple of the people behind me wait outside because they had reached their 5-person capacity.
Oh.
So stuff is still going on, even in Central Texas.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a crazy life right now.
I saw a video. What's that guy that did, that comedian that did Blart the Mall Cop?
Oh, I can't remember what his
Paul
name
Blart. Anyway, that comedian, that big guy.
Yeah.
He did
King of Queens, I think.
Yeah, he did a little funny video where he's sitting on a park bench on a jogging trail, and a friend of his comes up jogging. They stop and chat for a minute, and after they are ending their chat, they shake hands, and people start gathering up around them with masks on, pointing at them like, they're tired. Social distance. It was funny. I don't know. Yeah, Kevin James. I don't know if anybody else has seen that video. It's hilarious. I wonder if it's on YouTube. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was Kevin James. It looked like him. Let's see.
Let's see here.
Have you heard that, complete change of subject, Facebook is now going to be offering, you're going to be allowed to open a Facebook store or a Facebook shop to sell stuff. And then there will be, which is more exciting to me, Instagram shops where you'll actually be able to shop right from Instagram.
Really?
Yeah. It's exciting. I don't think I would do the Facebook shop, but I'm definitely interested in the
yeah, that would be pretty cool.
I know people who sell on Instagram, but it's convoluted, it's not. Let me see if I can find
yeah, that would definitely be something to look into.
Yeah, here we go. Here's a snippet from that Kevin James video. He's a good comedian. Man, in this video, it looks like he's lost about 100 pounds. He looks better.
Are you going to play it or you put the link in?
I'll put the link in the YouTube chat side. He and this guy are out jogging, and people are attacking him for being too socially close or whatever.
I wonder where Sally is today. I know she had to work last night.
Oh, she's probably still sleeping.
It was her first night back, so she's probably sleeping, I'd imagine.
So I got 8 orders going out. That was a little better than things dropped off the last week or two. I got spoiled with all the good video game sales, and now I'm kind of coming back to a little bit more normal.
Mm-hmm. I had a sale yesterday, and it was a 2-item sale from the same person, but it was, I can't remember where. I think the person lives in, I think it's Taiwan, and they paid for it, but PayPal is holding the money right now.
Oh,
I guess
that's weird.
I don't know if it's they're holding it to and basically waiting for it to go through, or I don't know. So they said, don't send it until this is cleared, and so that, and it's like a $73 order, so I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. Let's see. I need to put that on the list. So, does anybody have any yard sales going on this weekend? Is it yard sales?
I looked on the yard sale map. There's one in Waco.
None.
Maybe 2.
I don't know if there's anything going on.
I saw an estate sale, but it was by appointment only.
Morning, Dottie. Oh, by appointment.
I don't know how they're going to do that. You got to call the company and arrange a time to come to the estate sale. I'm like, yeah.
Huh.
It's going to keep a lot of people like me away from it.
Yeah.
Good morning, Dottie, Pena. How do you? Is yours like a tilde N, Dottie? Pena with a Y in it, or just Pena?
Mm-hmm.
Pena or Pena?
Pena.
I would say it's Pena.
Like a piñata.
Yeah.
Or a pina, like a pina.
Like a pina?
She probably doesn't care. She'll answer. I mean, if you got a name that can be pronounced 2 different ways, you get to, imagine you would get to a point where people would like, doesn't matter.
People call me Donna all the time because my last name is Donna Pell.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say, name, and I'll say Margaret Donna Pell, but they hear the Don and they think it's Donna Pell.
Oh, gotcha.
They think my last name is Pell.
Oh.
Just Pina, Dottie says. Just Pina.
Just Pina. Uh-huh.
Hope you're having a good day, Dottie.
But I guarantee you half the people in Texas would call you Pina.
Oh, yeah. I automatically thought it was Pina. Yeah, I don't, I might venture out to the grocery store this weekend, but I mean, other than that, I'm probably not gonna. Probably gonna be home getting some listing done. I need to buckle down harder, and I need to get some more listings up. I feel like I'm not. I've gotten very lax about, my listings, that I need to get better at it.
Yeah, I've listed a lot, but I've been going through the easy stuff with video games. It's getting almost time to start digging and matching up stuff that goes together.
Yeah, that's going to be the interesting part. Let's see.
Dottie. There's no much mispronouncing Dottie. So it's short for Dorothy. Dorothy. Click your heels together 3 times and you will go home. Dorothy.
There's no place like home.
There's no place like home.
So this says, let me see, this summer, starting in the US, we're introducing Instagram Shop, a new way to discover and buy products you love in Instagram Explore. I don't know what that is. It must be all new. Later, we're adding a new shop tab in the navigation bar. And so I guess you would open, it's not like you would sell from your own feed, but I'm sure you'll be able to link from your feed to your shop. So you could. Oh, that's pretty. I love Dorothea.
I had an aunt named Dorothea.
Hank says, oh my God, in my head, I guess it was short for Dorothea. You know what's weird though is when you see people in the chat and you picture them one way. And then if you happen to see them, if they go on a show or something, they look completely different than you pictured them. And then you can't get, like, I pictured Dottie as tall, thin, blonde. So if she went on a show and she was, I don't know, a short, dumpy brunette like me, it would be so disappointing. I know, I'm weird.
We're all a little weird.
Imagine Hank as an airheaded blonde. Yeah.
She's gonna get you back for that one.
You know, the kind that goes. Hey.
No, Dottie says no. So apparently she's not like I picture her.
Except the airheaded blondes don't ride motorcycles and put engines in trucks, so
I know, she just.
Like why wouldn't they?
Because they're too dumb.
That's not true.
They get the mechanic to fix their truck. They don't even drive trucks. They drive little Honda Civics and stuff.
Oh my gosh. Stereotype.
Or maybe a Volkswagen Beetle.
Fish and Pickin says, Maggie, imagine Joe Dirt / Joe Tiger King. That's me.
Joe Dirt.
Hank says, picture me as a brawny tall man in a 10-gallon hat with spurs.
There you go. There you go, Hank. You tell him.
No, I don't see that either. Maybe she's more like Rosie the Riveter, with the big muscular.
I would say that is more likely the case.
With the scarf tied around her.
Yep. She's got a hip on her
head.
hip on, or she got a piece on her hip.
Cut off blue jeans. And...
Yep.
Patty says that's blondism. Yes, that's blonde discrimination. Todd's a blondist.
Give me a break. Like
now,
everybody in the world is told a dumb blonde joke. Don't go there.
Now, what bum crack looks like? That's what
everybody wants.
That's the big mystery.
Yeah, bum crack. I don't know. I picture him as a sophisticated English gentleman with his smoking jacket and his tweed vest, just going around to car boot sales. Top of the morning to you fellows. Have you got any nice antiques for sale? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Fish and Pickens says, I've never seen Todd. I imagine Todd looks like Randy Owen with a head full of hair.
Who's Randy Owen?
I don't know.
Have no idea who that is.
Okay, now I gotta Google Randy Owen.
Now we gotta Google Randy Owen. Jeez.
Bum crack looks like a butt crack, right?
That's what I picture him, like kneeling on the ground at a yard sale with his butt hanging out.
Oh, the lead singer of Alabama.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Not quite.
My chin whiskers are about the same color as Randy Owens, yeah. Everything else is not quite the same. I do not have the hair that he has, that's for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Send some offers here.
Do you ever have so much stuff that, here's a tricky question. Do you ever have so much stuff that you don't know where to start? Like you have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and over here you have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's all around you, but you don't know where to start.
It's too overwhelming.
Heck yeah.
Yep, definitely.
All the time.
Not at the moment, because I've got almost nothing now, but there was a time. Yeah.
And I'm afraid to move it, like put it in totes and stuff, because I feel like it'll just get shifted and put away, or put over to the side. And so I just keep it where it's at, and I hope that, eventually I will get to it.
I just look at the big old boxes of video game wires and controllers and power supplies and microphones and drum stands and just kind of sigh. I'm like, ugh. I got to piece all this together. And there's some stuff I just can't sell because if I can find the case for that game, it's going to be worth 60 instead of 30. Or if I can find the controllers to that console, then it's going to be worth 60 instead of 30, So I'm like, I'm putting off a lot of stuff. But in the meantime, I've got plenty of other stuff to list, so I'm not worried about that yet.
Yeah.
I finally got all my figurines listed.
Well, that's good.
I've sold about 5 of them so far.
Oh, those cute denim dreams or whatever they were.
Yeah.
cute. I just find that if I am organized, I'm so much more productive. So if I take the time to take the stuff and look through it and sort it, then I can and tackle it. But I'm such a disorganized person, you know, like I feel like I'm constantly working in chaos.
It's like
And then
yesterday, I would take 6 PS2 games, lay them out, take pictures, and then
lot them
this is
up.
PS2 number 73, you know, and they're ready to ship out as soon as somebody buys them.
Yeah.
So I've done that, geez, I don't know how many hundreds of times now with PS2 and NES. And so that's what I've been doing, but I'm starting to run out of individual games.
Yeah.
It's about time to dig into the consoles and wires and controllers. And
that's where I find paralysis when I come across, I have stuff like that I don't know anything about, or that I have to, like those consoles and things, especially electronics.
Yeah, fishing, I look like Uncle Fester. Yep. With a beard.
Hank says, I like to chunk things up into small organizational tasks right when they need to be done. Like I've seen videos where people just throw their polymer strips on the ground or desk. Oh, I don't do that.
No.
But I tend to just pile stuff up around me.
Yeah, that is my, that's a bad thing that I do, because I have 2 desks and they're like L-shaped. And so I have a lot of stuff right here that some of it is reselling, some of it is just junk, you know, some not really junk. It just needs to I need to find a spot for it. Some, you know, a lot of it's behind me. And then I have some right here. It's all around, and it's almost like, I guess you could say, almost debilitating how overwhelming that it can get, because, you know, and I try.
Debilitating is the right word. It gets you, it paralyzes you, actually. Yeah, it does.
But I feel like if I put it in a tote and it's far away from me, away from my desk, I feel like that tote is going to get a lid on it, and then it's just going to get pushed over to the side. And I feel like if it's right in front of me, you know, in the same place, then eventually I'm going to get sick of it and I'm going to just do it.
Yeah.
Which sounds horrible, because it shouldn't be that. It's not that hard. It's really not that difficult. So I'm going to try and work on some of this stuff that's around me and concentrate on that today and try to clear out this area, because I think that would help.
Yeah. But Bumcrack says, I have a room full of stuff to sort, the room of doom. Also a chair with a heap of junk on it, the chair of despair. And last but not least, the cupboard full of long lost forgotten clutter. Okay. Sounds like Harry Potter.
Man.
I know.
See, Hank says, instead of bringing a buttload of stuff in to be listed at once, I bring a small amount, sit it next to me, then work through it. See, I would love to do that. So I've got this desk. I can't get this way because I've got a bookcase and my mannequin standing right there in my way. And there's a narrow exit here. And then eventually I'll put something on the floor there that I have to climb over to even get out from behind the desk. But at times when I organize, and I'm so much more productive when I go on a cleaning spree and everything's neat and clean and organized. And for like a day until I junk it up again, I'm so productive. But I don't stay that way.
Yeah.
And at age 60 now, I don't think I'm ever going to be. Because at first it was, well, I have little kids and I have too much to do. When the kids are older, I'll get organized, I'll be neater. And then when I was older, they were older. It was like, well, I'm working every day and I'm doing eBay and I got so much going on. When I retire, it'll be better. I'll be more organized. And now I've been retired for 5 years and I'm still living in it. Yeah. The thing is, Hank, it doesn't work for me, but I do it anyway. So your way is the way I would love to do it. But I don't know. I'm doomed. I have the office of doom. Good morning, Rita. All right. I should be doing something productive. I'm literally just sitting here. I could at least do some repricing, right?
Rita says she finally got her stimulus. That's good.
That's great.
I still don't have mine.
It looks like my payment was released on PayPal. That's good.
Where are you? Is you're reading something that's Rita's typed in the chat?
Yeah. It says good morning, and then it has 3 emoji with a heart, like a kiss thing, and it says I finally got my stimulus check.
I'm on top chat, not live chat. I'm thinking, where are you reading? There you go.
Yeah, I've got a lot of. My thing is I've got a lot of projects that need to get done, that I want to get done, but because there's a lot of them, nothing ever gets done.
Yep. Yeah, I'm the same way.
I don't know.
I think even really nerdy, hyper clean and neat folks get that way too. Mm-hmm. But it's all relative. They may have like 3 things to do and they feel overwhelmed, where I have like 153 things to do. Yeah. They never let themselves get as far backed up as I do.
Yeah. I think that's just part of being a reseller, to tell you the truth. You know. Yeah. And I don't know that somebody else could, like if I had a partner, you know, I don't know if somebody else would be that forgiving, you know, to have stuff around.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's hard.
I think that's one of the reasons why reselling is so much fun, though, is I can do it by myself and nobody's going to tell me I'm doing it the wrong way, and that just feels good.
Yeah.
You know, how many bosses have you had come up to you? Why are you freaking doing it that way? You know, and I'm like, because I've done it that way for 2 years and you never grabbed so far. Why are you?
Right.
But they're the boss and you got to change.
It's true.
It's like, I taught school for over 30 years, and every time you get a new principal, they want you to change everything the way you've been doing it.
Yeah. Morning, Julie.
You get 50 years old as a teacher, and a new 28-year-old principal comes into the school, and you're like, I ain't going to do anything this person tells me to do.
Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it.
What? We have to record grades on a computer now? No.
No, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, that didn't last very long. You know, I turned in my grade book every 6 weeks. You record it in your little ledger thing and put it in the filing cabinet like you used to do. Nope, you're going to put it on a computer program now. Wow, frickin' snack racking. That happened, what, about early 90s? We had to start putting our grades on computer. I was like, I don't even know how to turn one on. And
Morning,
now I couldn't
Julie.
live without a computer, you know, it's like,
Yep.
If my desktop computer went out, I would go buy another one. I wouldn't even take a shower. I'd go right to Best Buy or somewhere and get a newer computer.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Hank says, oh, mine wouldn't. My husband would lose his shit eventually if we had inventories in rooms of the house it's not designated to be in. And he is super chill. I'll have a little trinket by the sink because I was cleaning it. And he goes, what is this? Can I throw it away? Oh, my gosh. Yeah. I feel you. Good morning, Carol.
Carol.
Beth says, oh my God, Todd, remember the faculty meetings at school?
Yeah, I do. Just a sec, I'll be right back.
Okay. Rita says, I have a 3-day weekend going to be in my workspace organizing. My husband wants his other half of the garage back. Just tell him, too bad. Too bad, so sad. It's mine.
Fish and a Piggin says, Todd, was it common to teach kids of people you had taught in the first part of your career? So like kids that you taught their parents?
Oh yeah, I would have, but I moved, I only spent 20 years in one job. My first 13 years of teaching, I changed jobs pretty often, so I never got the opportunity to teach their kids. But yeah, that job, I stayed 20 years. I taught a lot of the children of the people that I had taught before. Yeah, I remember a friend of mine, teacher, that said, you know, you're getting to be old when you teach grandkids of students that you taught. And he probably taught more grandkids than he did regular students. Toward the end, he'd gotten in like over 40 years of teaching. I was like, God.
Wow. Hi, Sally.
No.
I'm being bad.
Uh-oh. What are you doing?
What are you doing? She's outside somewhere.
I'm yard selling.
Oh.
She got some yard sales going on. Uh-oh.
Take me with you.
Trouble.
I've been to 3 so far.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous.
I'm sorry, Maggie.
Are you wearing your mask?
Yes. Yes. Well,
did you get anything good?
Yeah. I just found some silver.
Oh, good.
Awesome.
I found 2 rings. It's all sterling, but I only paid $2 a piece for them.
Awesome.
Nice. Very good.
Cool.
2 rings, a necklace, and Oh, I got a Fossil watch that's working, and it's in pretty good condition, and I figure I could sell that for 15.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I got it for $2. I was surprised it was $2. But
I would do that deal all day long, every day, and on twice on Mondays or Sunday. How does that go?
Yep. Yep. I'm kind of just waiting around. I mean, it's only 10:30 here, and Brandon doesn't get out of work until 1, so I'm just gonna go out hunting until I gotta go pick him up.
Yeah, might as well. What the hell?
Yeah, and the only thing is, I like right before we left, I was really trying to figure out whether I wanted to do it or not, because I'm tired.
Yeah.
I only got like 1 hour of sleep yesterday. I tried. It's because I slept all night and screwed myself up.
Well, if nothing else,
okay?
you'll sleep good. You'll sleep good tonight.
Oh yeah.
Or today, once you get home.
Yep. Hey, I found a ruler. I went to a yard sale yesterday too. I found a ruler that folds out, and it's like wooden, and it also has like a 6-inch slide on it, like a slide rule. And I looked them up, and there's some that are going for like $17, $27, and then there's some that are going for only like $7 or $8. But mine's old, and I mean, I looked up the brand name. It was Cooligs or something like that. Cooligs. And
you might get a hold of Bridget and see if she can look that up over on Worth Point. Or also maybe take a look over on Flipper Tools for Etsy and see if you can't find any comps on that through there.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like all over the place.
Is it vintage?
It's old, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's. I mean, it might be 80s.
Yeah, that's vintage.
So I can't see the chat. So everybody in the chat, hi, hello, happy Friday to you. Hope everybody's doing good.
Yeah. We do.
You look tired, Valerie.
Well, thanks.
Stay up too late last night?
No, not at all. After I yawn. Yawn. Sorry.
We're sleepy this morning.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
And good. I'm glad. Yeah, I haven't got. I tried to change all of my listings over yesterday, and it was hard for me. Plus, my internet kept cutting out. I guess somebody ran into a tree and it downed a pole, and so they were having to repair that, and so that's why it was going out. But it was like, you know, it kept going in and out, just like, you know, I was on the show, but then it kept going in and out, whatever.
Yeah.
So, and then it kept doing that after the show too, and that's when I was trying to do all that. And I didn't lose anything, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And I got them all switched over, you know.
The key for you is you do not need to do that while you're tired and sleepy.
And I wasn't.
Okay.
I wasn't. And I drank like 2 or 3 energy drinks yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
But I was awake and I was, I was doing stuff, and so I went to bed at 5. And I went to bed at 5 and I woke up at 6:30. And I tried to go back to bed at like 7:30, and I tossed and turned the whole time I was in bed until 10. So who knows?
Yeah.
So everybody's doing good?
Did you have a good night? I mean, besides being tired, did you have a good night?
I was busy.
Yeah.
Busy with customers and my cooler. There's no hope for it. None. Like, I did a little bit in like the little coolers that we have to stock, because I had Trina last night, and she didn't do nothing. So so she didn't leave until 1:30 in the morning. But the only thing she did was stock a little bit of one of the coolers. One of the little coolers. And it sucked, man. I tried to fill those with product that was in the big cooler, and then tried to do something with the big cooler, and it looked a mess. And I told Teresa, I said, I'm not liking leaving it like that.
Right.
And she goes, well, honey, it's gonna look awful no matter what, because there's too much stuff in there.
Yeah.
And so I took my last 30 minutes and I went and stocked all the Pepsi, but it took 30 minutes to do it.
Wow.
Which usually it only take 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
But because I couldn't get to anything, and I almost like knocked over a whole stack. Oh my God, that would have been bad.
Yeah.
But I saved it.
Well, Julie said.
Oh, what?
Julie said, got to get Emmy ready for her appointment soon. Fingers crossed that everything's okay. So, just to put it out there, Julie has babies with big heads.
Okay.
And AJ had that when he was that age. He had to go get, I think he had to have either a CAT scan or MRI. I think he had to have a CAT scan. And so his head was off the charts, and Emmy's is the same way. All of the dad's family, all those people, all those kids have big heads. So it's hereditary, But of course they have to go and check and everything. So I think she's only getting ultrasound. So I'm sure I'm sure everything's going to be fine. But they got to check, they got to make sure.
Yeah, well,
good vibes.
Hopefully it's just
good vibes.
Really smart and have big brains.
That's right. That is exactly right.
How old is AJ now?
He will be 5 July 8th, if you can believe that.
Wow. Is he kind of,
wow.
She's saying they think it might be fluid in her head.
Yeah. No.
Has AJ kind of grown into his?
Yeah. It's almost like that grows a little faster than the rest, but it's something that they just grow into. I mean, like his head doesn't seem any larger than the rest of his body now. Yeah.
Right.
Just that, they just have, that's just in their genes, Yeah, I think it might be fluid. Yeah. But I mean, they did the same thing with AJ and everything came out good.
Fine.
So you just have to believe that that's going to be the same thing with Emmy, No, don't worry about that.
Yeah, we'll be thinking of you and positive thoughts. And
I know he was so tiny when he was, and so was, I mean, Emmy, in perspective, she wasn't that tiny, but she's always been, kind of, I don't know. She was bigger when she was born. She came out, she was a little bit bigger. Yeah, Emmy's got the weight on her, so it blends in more. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
She's just adorable.
They just have to cover their bases and make sure that, they've checked things out. But I mean, as far as her cognitive, she's able to, she's right on cue with the things that she's doing with her age and everything. She's fine. It's just a formality. And that's the way that you have to think of it. It's just a formality. They have to check it out and write it on paper. So all is good.
It'll all be good.
So
Bridget's last name Baker?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many cells did you get, sister?
I ended up with 6 total. 5 on 5. Well, that's actually a lie. Well, I had 5 on eBay and 1 on Poshmark, and then I had 2 that were it was a global shipping, but they held the money for a day, and so that one just went through. So I'm assuming. So technically, I guess it's 8. I don't know. Yeah, so it'd be 8. So not bad.
Why did they hold the money?
Well, I get it was PayPal that held the money, and I don't know if it was like their payment form. They had to kind of wait until it cleared or something.
Oh.
And so, I mean, they didn't say that in so many words, but they just said, don't send the item. We'll let you know when it's, when it goes through. And so, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Julie said she got 8 cells yesterday.
Nice.
Very good.
I'm glad you guys did good.
So.
Well,
what are you doing there?
I'm trying to hang in here. Yeah, I had 1 on Macari, and that was it. That was it for me.
Be careful.
Aww.
Huh?
What, Todd?
I was telling Gwen goodbye. She's going to a teacher meeting they're having that they're going to do a graduation at the stadium, and fortunately it's kind of a small school, and they're going to seat every student in their family group out on the football field.
Oh, that's cool.
They're going to be spaced out in grids, and then one family group will come up to the stage at a time to receive their diploma. And all the teachers are going to be in the stands spaced out at like 6-foot intervals or something. It's going to be a weird graduation, but
yeah,
that's great though. I mean, at least they're going to have it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I have a nephew here that was supposed to graduate high school, and then I have a niece that was supposed to graduate from nursing school, and neither of them can. And they did kind of a cool thing for the seniors, because they put their senior picture out, like they blew it up into like poster size and then backed it with another one, and then made them into like almost like real estate signs, how they are, but it was bigger. It's bigger. And so they're in the lawn in front of the school, right on the main road.
Right.
So that's kind of cool, but I just don't I don't think they're going to be able to have a graduation. They're supposed to have it the 29th, and that's the day after most of the stuff is supposed to be lifted.
Right.
And the stay-at-home order is supposed to be lifted, but I don't know if it will or not. Even though restaurants are opening today, restaurants and bars.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
The restaurant that Jonah works at, it was all indoor, and they made half the parking lot part of the restaurant. They are going to have like a server outside with like 11 tables. And then they're going to have servers inside, and then do like, they have to wear masks or whatever, and no buffet. But they have like a tent outside, so that they can have that outdoor seating.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Hank says they did that around here too, and somebody ripped them all up and then vandalized on others.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Oh, that's awful. And that won't happen here. That kind of thing, like, you do that and somebody's going to be after your ass.
You're going to have shotguns after you.
Oh yeah. They will find you.
Yeah.
They will rip you up. So they can't be doing stuff like that. Actually, that girl that's dying, Ava, she's dying of cancer. It's Brandon's cousin's daughter.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Her name's Ava, and she had like bone cancer, and now it's bone and lung, and she's got pretty much 3 months to a year. Yeah, they said that there's no more treatment, no more surgeries, no more anything that they could do. The only thing that they're doing is a medicine treatment, which is probably like what do you call it?
Experimental?
Chemotherapy.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, it's like chemotherapy. So this girl, like, she had like the whole community behind her and everything, and they did like make a wish for her, and they because she had to be home in her room a lot during school and stuff, they came and they redid her whole room for her and everything.
Oh.
Well, like 2 weeks ago, there's people that get on this page on Facebook, and they talk about things that are going on in the community and stuff. Well, there was these people that said, well, we had to file a police report because there's like spray paint saying F you and stuff. And I guess like they did it to some people's like garages and like rocks that are sitting in front of the property and trees and stuff like that. And I guess her and a couple of these girls that, you know, she hangs out with or whatever, got a bright idea to go and do this to a bunch of people's property. So actually she admitted it to her mom that she had done this, and the community went crazy. Like, you know, after all we did for you,
right,
you're gonna go and do this, you know. And you know, I want to just say it's just she's 13 years old, you know, so like she's just not thinking, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, doing stupid stuff that kids do, you know, and they get in trouble. And hey, at least she freaking admitted to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got some cojones for that. I mean, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. If I was in that situation, I'd probably say, oh, my friends wanted to do it or something and put it off on them, but she didn't.
Yeah.
So I guess they have to do community service and clean up the properties that they messed up. It's so crazy though.
That is crazy.
How she did that, you know, and she's only got a little bit left to live. And maybe it's just one of those, you know, off the wall things, or walking around the town or something, or walking around their neighborhood and spot some cans of paint and have that bright idea, you know?
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't take much.
No.
It was good having hearing aids last night.
I'm sure. Probably made your whole life, you know, your work life a lot better.
I mean, it's a little bit to get used to, because like as soon as you walk in the stores, there's motors from everything, you know. It's like, oh my God. So I have to turn down, turn back up.
Yeah.
Never knew the ice machine made noise. Oh my God.
Well, you got cappuccino, you have the creamer. So there's like motors in them that, you know, keep them cool or hot or whatever. And then the slushy makes the most noise, I think, and like the back of it gets warm, but it's like running hard. That machine is. We've had that machine
used to it.
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of like turning on or starting your car. You know, it makes a motor sound, but you don't hear it unless something's unusual with the sound of the motors. So you're like, you never even notice it or hear it really once you get used to it, but you're just getting used to a whole new world of sounds.
Yeah, like birds.
Yeah, what's that chirping noise?
Birds and traffic. Yeah. Well, it is something else. It's completely different, I tell you that. Like, whenever I take them out to go to sleep, and there's this little case that they plug into to charge. Whenever I do that, I can't hardly hear anything. I notice that like all sounds get shut off.
Well, and it kind of is it would probably be a definite reality to how much you actually heard when you didn't have the hearing aids.
Right. Right. And
pretty crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of get that because like whenever I'm at work and my phone is hooked to my hearing aids, so I actually got a ching last night, and I didn't think I was going to get it in my ear, but I did.
Oh. What a great
and I'm
surprise.
Like, woo! I got an offer, and it's kind of low ball, so I don't know if I'm going to take it or not, but I've had those things. They're like for tracks, they're like these tracks that you put together for like cars and stuff, you know, like a play track.
Yeah.
But I didn't think that it was going to like cha-ching in my ear, and it so did, and I was like, woo! I was like, that's better than it coming from the dang phone, man.
Right. That's crazy. That is crazy. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to dive in here. We've got some thunderstorms coming through, so I'm going to try and get work done. And Patty says, I remember when my oldest first got glasses for the first time. We are driving along in the car, and he said, wow, look at those trees over there. I felt bad. We didn't realize how bad he needed them. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, the trees have leaves on them and everything.
Right, and the green. Look at that green. I could see color. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up. I hope everybody has a great day. Sally, you find some good stuff. And
oh, yeah.
Thinking about Julie, everything will go well.
Yeah.
Find some more silver.
Yeah, absolutely. Find some more silver.
I'm gonna try.
We'll see you all on Monday. Have a great weekend, and see you later.